Hello and welcome back to another Stonksy video. As you can see on the screen, we've got some of Stonksy's posts up on X. Now, at the time of recording, we've just had a massive drop on Bitcoin and in the market. Bitcoin dropped all the way down towards 94k. It's been days and days of bleeding, and of course a bad time in the market for things losing the asset value. But if you can see on Stonksy, of course you may know this already, but the prize around having Stonksy is that you get to trade the market both ways. You get to trade it up and you get to trade it down. Now on here you can see a perfect example of Stonksy catching the movement to the downside that we've just seen over the past few days, all this week really. And as you can see, Stonksy opened here. We then got the red confirmation. Now this is on the 5 minute, which we look for so often on the 5 minute chart. The background plus the arrow, which gives a nice double confirmation, which often leads to great results. And as you can see on this one, from open till close, we got 6.27%. So on this, of course, it depends what leverage you'd be using for the P&L return. But I've gave some examples here so you can see this, just one trade would be 62% on 10x leverage. And as you can see from open, it was basically easy ride all the way down. Again, 120% for 20x leverage. A smaller one of 5x would still be plus 31%. So this is a fantastic return just on one trade, and of course capturing that volatility in the market for the biggest moves, which is obviously, as a trader, what you want to catch. You want to catch the biggest moves to the upside and to the downside. Now this is just one example. This is on Sol. I also posted another one about Bitcoin. So as you can see, sometimes you just need to have conviction because, as we know, and you know, if you've got a realistic outlook, not everything always goes our way. Sometimes it will go against us in terms of actually cementing a loss. Sometimes it will be just a short-term thing. So as you can see on this example, Bitcoin was down 6% from where the red background come in. So that's a big win. Of course, a great thing for Stonksy. Meaning, again, you know, you would have 60% P&L for a 10x, 120% for 20x. But as you can see, initially, when it opened, it dropped. And then we did get somewhat of a relief rally / dead cat bounce, which then gave 1.9% to the upside from open. Now again, managing, of course, your risk, and obviously with what Stonksy is doing in terms of conviction in it and actually believing in the indicator and what it's showing, meant that this was just a short-term thing. But you did actually have to ride into the red for a little bit before you got the big reward to the downside. So it just shows, obviously, having conviction in something, having patience, and also, you know, just believing in the Stonksy product itself does yield you the rewards for actually believing in that it knows what it's doing, because it does, and of course it's going to catch you them big moves. Now of course this is one of the biggest moves that we've had in the market, so if you have missed it, this is an example of obviously what you can do with Stonksy. And again, this is on two different time frames. This upper one here is the 1 hour, this is the 5 minute. Two excellent time frames with Stonksy, and of course the 5 minute has been printing massively. If you haven't checked it, go and check the X account, go and click on the media and see all the charts that we've been posting. It's been absolutely nailing the moves. Last week it caught the pushes up. This week we are catching the drops down, and it's great performance. But of course it's something that you may be missing out on. So if you are, of course you know what to do. Sign up to Stonksy. That link is in the description. But yeah, if you're not following the X or you're not checking it regularly, come and check it out, because we post every single day, all throughout the day, exactly what Stonksy's doing and the results that it's yielding. But yeah, this is two great ones, and a great example of one where you just get easy ride and of course massive gains, and another one where sometimes you just have to have a little bit of patience, a little bit of riding out the conviction and belief, and then of course the gains follow afterwards. So thanks for watching. Drop a like, drop a subscribe if you are new, and of course click that link in the description, sign up to Stonksy, and make sure you follow in the X, because we do post some great content on there, and of course charts all throughout the day. Bye for now.